focused national attention.
Leads the market at 6-4. And then we have joint second favourites, including John Oaksey on Cloudsmere and Royal Mark, Tudorview and Colonel Mustard Sevens, 10-1 bar 5.
I think I'm most frightened of the Colonel Mustard, who Tim Forster stables in such great form at the moment, 2 winners yesterday. Eric June ran a very good race last time, and
Hello.
Hi.
What are you doing here?
I live here.
Well, you manage an evening meal occasionally and just sleep here. I mean, what are you doing here in the middle of the afternoon?
Business?
It's business.
Business.
Here.
Well, not here exactly, but I'm expecting a business call here to arrange a business meeting somewhere else.
I see.
Fella's supposed to be going to bell me about a Victorian mourning ring he wants to unload.
You've been recently bereaved, then? And I thought you might be here because of the Chepstow race meeting.
Chepstow race meeting?
The one they're televising on television this afternoon.
Are they televising Chepstow? Good God. I've been sitting here all the afternoon with my head buried in this catalogue. I did you a favour being in this afternoon.
Oh, yes.
That first floor room. I've got you a customer.
A tenant.
Hmm?
You have customers, I have tenants.
Ah.
Single or double?
Single.
Male or female?
Male.
Young, old, or hovering like you and me?
Youngish, in his 20s. Well set up fellow with a beard.
Oh.
Smartly dressed.
Did he say how he heard about it? I haven't advertised.
No, he didn't. He was passing and he chanced his arm and rang the bell. Well, you might look pleased about it.
Well, I don't know that I am pleased. You know, I don't like casuals.
Who said anything about casually? Could be staying for a year for all I know.
Ah, you know what I mean by casual. I mean somebody who turns up out of the blue and knocks on the door.
Does 50 quid in advance sound casual to you?
50?
In advance.
Well, you never asked him for 50.
No, no.
But he gave you 50.
In advance. There. Well, does that sound casual?
Sounds suspicious if you ask me.
Oh, for crying out loud. Can't I do anything to please you? I get 50 quid in advance for a rather seedy, scruffy little room, and all I cop is a load of aggro.
There isn't £50 here. There's only 35.
I know. That was me.
It was you.
15 quid.
What for?
Gonna have an inquest, are we?
I want to know what for. What have you done with 15 quid in one afternoon?
Nothing. I need the readies for the Victorian mourning ring.
Yes, well, you can find them somewhere else. Come on, I want that £15 right now.
Oh, darling, don't be obstreperous.
I'm not being obstreperous.
In my book, you are definitely being obstreperous.
Look, I want the 50 quid in my hand for when your youngish man comes for his room, and then if I don't like the look of him, I can give him his money back there and then. Is that being obstreperous?
Well, you better go and see him now. He's not coming back. He's here already.
Here?
Yes, he moved straight in.
I see. You just knocked on the door and you let him the room straight away, just like that.
Oh, for 50 quid in advance? Yes. So would you, admit it.
I might have done. What was his luggage like?
What do you mean?
I mean, what was his luggage like? You know, suitcases. Old, new, battered.
Ah, well, he didn't actually have any luggage with him at the time.
God, it gets worse and worse. I better go and see him. Come on, give me the £15.
Oh, I think be
I
reasonable.
want the £15. Thank you. What was his name?
Johnson. He's perfectly all right. He hasn't got 2 heads.
We'll see. Clive, that room's as seedy and as scruffy as you say it is. It'll be up to you to redecorate it, won't it?
Yes.
And now we'll return you to the studio.
Well, now, there are still 3 races to complete the ITV7, and 2...
Push off.
Hello?
I said Scapa, we're all out. There's nobody at home.
Look, I happen to be the owner of this house. If you don't open this door, I shall do it myself immediately with a passkey.
Sorry about that, darling. But you have to be careful, don't you? Come on in.
I'm Mrs. Lawson. You met my husband. He left you the room.
True.
Well, I just thought I'd pop up and introduce myself. Make sure you got everything you wanted, everything was all right.
Oh, as well as can be expected.
Well, there's nothing I can get you, nothing you need.
Depends what's on offer, dear.
Within reason.
I mean, a cup of tea and a ginger bicky wouldn't go amiss about 10:30 every morning. Do you know what I mean?
Well, that's hardly within reason, is it?
You sure? Wouldn't mind lobbing you a couple of onces every week for any small favours received above and beyond the call of duty.
I'm letting bed sitting rooms, not running a private
How
hotel.
about a couple of morning dailies? The one with all the stocks and shares and the one with all the nudie crumpet. Oh, and an evening paper besides.
There's a very good newsagent's, Mr. Grayling's, about 200 yards down on the corner. I'm sure he'd be delighted to fix you up with a daily delivery.
Ah, right. Only, I was wondering about this evening, you see. I wasn't contemplating venturing outdoors. You wouldn't be going out in that direction yourself, would you?
I don't think so. I've just done my shopping.
I'd lob you for going. I mean, we might even come to a special arrangement.
I do not enter into arrangements with tenants, Mr.
Jackson.
Mr. Jackson, my tenants pay their rent and I respect their privacy. I do not seek out extra ways of making money.
Point taken. Right. But if you should happen to stroll in that direction, you might pick up an evening paper as a special favour to me.
I very much doubt it.
Bit of chewy?
My husband might be going out later on, and if he is, I'll ask him, but not on a regular footing.
Bless you. Ta.
Is there anything else you require?
You don't happen to have, I don't suppose, a colour telly going spare on the premises, do you?
A colour? We do not provide television sets.
Pity. Shan't be going out much, you see, and I'm partial to a bit of Jackanory.
Good afternoon, Mr. Jackson.
See you, darling.
I'm not joking, Clive. Tea and biscuits in bed and a colour television set in his room. As true as I'm standing here.
Well, at least it proves he means to stay, asking for a telly. Now, apologise.
Apologise for what?
Give him his stick about the fella. Now that you've seen him, admit it. Looks a reasonable sort of bloke.
Yeah, well, he looks all right. And then again, you can't judge by appearances.
Oh, my life, Dorothy. I stand as much chance of getting you to admit you're in the wrong as I do of getting Harold Wilson to vote Tory. Right, let's have it then.
Of what?
You know what? The 15 quid you're lending me. I suppose you don't fancy making it 25.
You suppose right. And I want it back by Friday. Clive.
Yes?
Clive, there was something.
What's that?
What did he tell you his name was?
Oh, I forget now.
Well, try and remember. It's important.
No, completely slipped my mind.
Johnson?
Was it?
Well, you told me Johnson.
Yes, that's right, Johnson.
Well, why did he tell me Jackson then?
Did he?
Yes, just now.
Oh, well, perhaps it was Jackson. Perhaps he said Jackson to me.
Well, why did you tell me Johnson then?
I've told you because I thought he said Johnson, but perhaps I got it wrong. I misheard.
Well, can't you remember? I mean, cast your mind back. It's important. Jackson or Johnson? Which was it?
Oh, I don't know. God almighty, woman, what's got into you today? Jackson, Johnson, what's the difference?
Difference? Well, if he told you one name and me another, he must be using a false name. And if he's here under an alias, he must be on the run. I mean, he might be a bank robber or a murderer or an IRA man.
Do me a favour, will you? Don't be an idiot all your life. Have a day off. Now, if he's on the run from the law, don't you think he'd get his aliases right? He'd hardly tell you one name and me another, would he?
Well, why did he do it, then?
How many more times I misheard?
Yes. Well, something funny somewhere.
Yes, you're right, there is. It's because I had the temerity to let her run while you were out. That was my big crime. Blimey, I thought I was doing you a good turn at the time. Well, I tell you this, love, I won't make that mistake again.
Where are you going?
Out.
Out where?
Out for a walk. I want an evening paper to check an early result.
Ah, well, pick up two while you're at it, would you? His lordship upstairs would like one brought in.
Oh. Are you sure you'll be all right?
All right.
Well, he might be a sex maniac, you never know. He might come strolling in here and have his wicked way with you.
I should be so lucky.
I'd definitely be indebted, darling. If you could see your way... Yeah. Number 35, Mafeking Terrace. And don't be put off by the grotty appearance.
Hello again.
Hello there.
Any particular one?
Sorry?
Your evening paper. What kind?
Oh, tomorrow one.
Yeah, 2 London evenings.
Oh, I'll have them both. Hang about.
No, it'll do when I come back.
I wonder if I might impose on the subject of another matter. Does he deal in toiletries, this newsagent merchant of yours?
Toiletries?
Yeah, razors, razor blades, all that gear, shaving clover.
Oh, well, if he doesn't, there's a chemist next door.
Do me a favour and oblige, would you?
What exactly is it you want?
Razor blades, shaving soap. I'm travelling light. I only packed my hanky when I set off.
I'll see what I can do.
Great. Cheers. You still there? Sorry about the delay, dear. There's a Charlie doing some shopping for me. Look, I'll see you as soon as you're free, eh? Oh, when you get here, don't ask for me, will you? Well, I got myself in a bit of stuck. I think I told the Charlie Jackson and his Mrs. Johnson, or the other way around, anyway. Fair many want for him, too. Well, I don't care what they think, do I, dear? So long as they don't know who I am. Yeah. See you any time you like. Hello, darling.
What are you doing here?
Now, keep your wig on, missus. I did knock, but you never heard.
Well, I've heard now.
I surrender, dear. Don't shoot, I'm on me bike.
What are you doing down here anyway?
Well, you said, like, if there was anything I didn't have, I should let you know.
Well?
I haven't got no towels, have I?
Towels?
Towels. Don't they have them in this part of the globe? You know, when you've had a wash, them long bits of cloth you dry your hands and face on.
I have already tried to explain. I am neither running a guest house nor a 4-star hotel. Have you never rented a bedsitter before?
No, boss. Just once, just this time.
Then for your information, kindly try to understand. Kitchen utensils, basic items of crockery, and bed linen I supply. Everything else, including personal linen, you provide for yourself.
Right, boss.
And I am neither your boss nor your darling. I prefer to be called Mrs. Lawson, and I shall call you Mr. Johnson or Mr. Jackson or whatever name you happen to be using at the time. Now, have I made myself clear? Do you understand?
Well, call.
And finally, as long as you remain in this house, you will never again come uninvited down those stairs.
Message received and understood.
Good afternoon.
Over and out, boss. Sorry. Over and out, Mrs. Lawson, Mum.
Mum?
Who's there?
It's me. I've got your papers and your shaving gear.
Oh, yeah. Hang about. Thanks, that kid.
Don't you want your change?
Oh, yeah. Suppose so, eh? Ta.
Honestly, Clive, you'll have to go.
What about that, eh? I do it at 2 to 1, they back it down to 7 to 4 on, then it gets beaten a shorthead by a 33 to 1 outsider. Diabolical.
I'm
isn't it?
trying to discuss something with you.
Now, in a minute, love, just let me check my bets.
Not in a minute, now. What I have to do these days, put an application if I want a word with you.
What is it now?
Oh, you know what it is. It's the bearded wonder upstairs. Do you know, would it interest you to know that he strolled down here and wanted towels in his room?
He didn't, did he? He's a lad,
It's not
isn't he?
funny. I nearly fell over him in the bedroom. I never did like beards at the best of times. Men grow beards, if you ask me, because they've got something to hide.
Their chins, usually. Anyway, I shouldn't let his beard get you down. I don't think you'll have to put up with it for much longer.
He's not going, is he?
No, he's not going, but his beard is. I brought him in a razor and some razor blades.
Going just now?
Hmm.
Well, if he's shaving it off, if you ask me, he's doing it for a disguise. I said he was on the run.
Oh, for crying out loud. If he's got a beard, he's hiding something. If he shaves it off, it's a disguise. Can't do a thing right, can he?
Hello. I wonder if you can help me. I'm looking for Mr. Johnson. Or Jackson, is it? Or did he say Jenkinson?
Definitely not Jenkinson.
What have you done to your face?
Shaved him.
A weird house. Isn't it spooky?
Wait till you clock the upstairs. Jenkinson? Where'd you get Jenkinson from? No way could it have been Jenkins.
I can't be expected to keep up with all your names, Dave.
I said, Clive.
I know. His television's turned up on the front doorstep.
How did you know?
I clocked her pins passing the window.
She was a very well-spoken sort of girl, right out of his class, I would have thought.
Yes, that's the impression I got. Not his class at all. I'd have said more mine.
Yours? You wouldn't know what to do with it. But more at home with that portable telly, an opportunity knocks.
Dear me, Mad. You've pulled a right stroke with this one. I'm supposed to be incognito, you know. If I went strolling down the street in this, I'd be visible for miles.
I thought you'd like it. It was exclusive to a very chic boutique in Kensington.
I too like it, dear. I am enchanted by it, only I'm trying to keep my present stum down here, you know. I'd be double delighted if it was more my size.
Isn't it?
It's not bad, it's close. It's a 32. I'm a 40.
I'm sorry.
Not to worry. I wasn't going out anywhere anyway.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to lie low for a bit. Going to have a think. I mean, I can't go out, can I? Not now I've reached the headlines.
Well, what do you come here for? Why didn't you go to a good hotel? Why didn't you ring me up first? I could have put you up. You could stay at my flat.
Madeline. I mean, your flat's going to be surrounded by reporters, isn't it? All hanging round on the doorstep. You've been seen with me too often, love. Your flat's the very first place to look, isn't it?
You just can't stay in this dump day after day. For how long? When are you going back? You'll have to go back sometime, you know that, don't you? What did you come down for?
Because I felt like it, that's all.
Shall I tell you something? You're off your head.
Of course I am. You only just sussed that out. Didn't you know that before? I'm the all-time #1 nutter. Me, ask any of the lads, they'll tell you.
I am being serious, Denny. What did you take off for?
I've told you, love, because I'm round the twist. I'm bonkers. I'm like that. Because I just couldn't stand one more day of being told what to do. What time to get up. What time to go to bed. When to wipe me nose. When to go to naffing loo. Can't you understand, Madeline? I want to decide for myself what I do.
what are you going to do? I mean, you say you can't go out. Well, you just can't stay in here and watch telly all day, can you?
There's more to life than the telly, Madeline.
Not here.
You wouldn't like to bet on that, I don't suppose, would you? Come here.
No, not now. I'm trying to talk to you, Denny. Seriously.
You are flogging a dead horse. So do as you are told and come here. I am nothing blind, bored stiff with listening to people talk. I mean, what is there to talk about?
You. Do you ever give a moment's thought to anything you do?
No. I do things first. I think about them afterwards. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here, would I?
Didn't get your phone call then?
Which one was that?
One you borrowed £15 for. Some fella going to phone you about a ring.
No, I didn't, did I? Still, never mind. I know where I can find him. He's always at the Bunch of Grapes every Tuesday and Friday.
Well, you're not going now?
Yes.
Oh, I don't half stand for it. You were going to take me out tonight.
I know. There's nothing I'd rather do, but this is business, darling. You don't want to see me lose a golden opportunity, surely. Won't be more than a couple of hours.
Clive?
Well, I can't stop now, though.
It's him, upstairs. It's his picture on the front page.
Of course. He's Denny Midgley.
I said when you told me. I said he was on the run. I said he was wanted by the police.
Oh, he's on the run, all right, but not from the law. That's Denny Midgley, the footballer, the one that's been missing.
What footballer?
Denny bloody Midgley. Been absent from his club since yesterday. That fellow up in your first floor bed sit is worth on the open market over 300,000 quid.
300,000 pounds? Him?
300 grand.